All right, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today we will give some spanking to a Muslim Abdul who is copy paste from others. It's not even his own words when he speak. And actually he's in the text, but he is a coward. He don't dare to call me live. His name is Interfaith. Ready to debate? I am live on Skype. Oh, okay, hold on then. Are you sure? All right. Okay, hold on. Let me turn on my Skype. Guys, this guy, he just said, it's hard to believe, by the way, that he is ready and his Skype is online. All right, call me. I am on air. Give me a call. And let us laugh. I'm waiting for you. I'm not going to say anything until you call. My Skype is on. What your website have to do with the Skype, you idiot? You are a kid, aren't you? Are you going to call or not? You just said your Skype is on, right? Okay, call. Let us laugh. If you don't call, it's mean you are seriously a 6-year-old little girl like Aisha. I'm waiting. Call. The coward, he's playing dead. Invite your friends, guys, because we have a lot of fun to laugh at. Hold on. I mean, Abdul, he wanna call me? That's hard to believe. Is that serious? What happened to you, Abdul? Your mom, she did not allow you to call. You just said, should I show your screen, your text? Did you back down? Huh? You don't mean it, don't you? You don't mean it, don't you? Coward like your prophet. Coward like your prophet. You see, your prophet, he used to go and hide between the legs of Aisha, when there's an attack. Is that correct? This is your text, Abdul. Let me show everybody how coward you are. Is that your text? Is that your text? Interfaith? CD, be ready for debate. I am live on Skype. What a potato. I know what's happening. I know. You are shaking now and you are doing poo-poo in your panty because you know what will happen if you ever speak to me. Coward like your prophet. Bees upon him. Let us continue and laugh. He will not call anyway. He's a potato like the rest of them. Guys, this idiot, I'm showing you on the screen what he posted. By the way, this guy is a Sufi. He is not even a Muslim. The Muslim Sufi sect is created by a hooker. Her name is Rabi al-Adawiyya. And I challenge this guy to say I'm wrong. The one who created his sect is a hooker. Officially a hooker. You remember the mosque was attacked by Muslims in Egypt about 15 days ago, and more than 230 people get killed. They are Sufi. Why they kill them? Because their sect is created by a hooker like Muhammad. They dance in the mosque and they do belly dancing and shish kebab. Yet they claim that they are hummus, Muslim Sunni. Anyway, look what this guy he said. We will start one by one. Is the Christ the creator or a created? By the way, this guy, he have like WordPress. Anyone can create WordPress, and what he do, he copy paste from other website. And when you do copy paste, you get busted by stupidity. And look, he's dead now. He is not even moving. He's not even posting any text. Is the Christ is a created or he is a creator? You see, if you go there, actually, you know what? Let me finish the ones he said before we go to that website. The foolish Christian prince, foolish logic. Quran always says Jesus will die one day. Quran says Jesus will die one day. One day we'll die. One day, maybe a million years from now, maybe 2 million years from now, maybe 3 million years from now. But Quran says Jesus will die one day. I mean, he will go. But Jesus is just a normal human being. How come Muhammad did not, the Quran say that Muhammad will die one day? And you idiot, when I showed you that your prophet said that a prophet of God, their body will not be consumed in the grave, I was talking about the body will be decaying. And I showed you the hadith where Muhammad said that Allah will place your prayer in front of me. But in the same time, I showed you that Muhammad, his belly was full of fart, and he was farting gas like a crazy, because it's normal when you die, whatever food you have in your belly is going to make gas. And his nails became green and blue. And one of the Sahaba, he said, bury your friend for his stink, as all human being they stink. So your prophet is stinked. In the case of our Lord, he did not go to the grave according to Quran. According to you, one day he will die. And according to you, look what you just said. You mentioned chapter 4 verse number 159, and this is your translation, not mine. Look what it says. And there's none from the people of the scriptures, but they will surely believe in Jesus before his death. That is a joke. You idiot. You see how stupid your God? Your God, he just called us people of the scriptures. How we are people of the scriptures, and yet we did not believe in Jesus? If this is about Jesus, when he will die one day, one day, how the verse says that he is a person, he will die in the future according to you. You called no one, you coward, you liar. You called no one. Give me your name. Give me your name. I will call you. There we go. No, this is not you actually. This was a person. His name is Eve. Give me your name. I will call you. Give me your name, Abdul, in Skype. Don't make an excuse. I will call you. He did not call me. He's a potato. He's a liar. Give me your name. Come on, before we continue, give me your name. Hello? What happened? He don't want me to, how I'm going to call you if you don't give me your name? He is just trying to disturb, by the way. He don't want to call. He is trying to disturb because he don't want to give his name, and he claimed that he called me. But everybody, you see, we just received a call from someone. Her name is Eve or something. You know, the Skype is working. So what do you mean you call me? Huh? Potato. Anyway, guys, look at this verse. How stupid the author of the Quran is. You are the Abdul, not me. You are the follower of a stupid God who is a vagina vendor. You are the one who is called Abdul in Islam, not me, my friend. Don't fool yourself. We have no Abdul here. You are the only Abdul, and you Muslims are the ones who believe in such a God. We don't. All right? Now, what's your name? Why you don't give me your name? Why you don't give your name? I will call you. Why you don't give your name in Skype and I will call you? What's the problem? Hello? Hello? Not a potato. Anyway, let's just ignore him. He will not call. Look how stupid this verse is. None from the people of the scriptures. Huh? I know. I need to wait for your reply. What reply? Call me, you idiot. You do not need a reply. My Skype is open. You do not need to add me. Just find my name, click call, and you will call me. Everybody is calling me the same way. Guys, he's just trying to stop us from our topic. Do you see what says the verse here? And there's none from the people of the scripture, but he will surely believe in Jesus before his death. Oh boy. Do we believe in Jesus or we don't? Let me block you. Let me block you, because obviously you are a kid. You are saying to me, give me take the call, but you refuse to give me your name in Skype. You liar, coward. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I don't want to waste the chance to laugh for tonight. Hold on. I will do something. Wait. Because it's a priceless to laugh at Abdul. We don't want to lose such an opportunity. He refused to give us his name until now. All right. But I remember there was before somebody, his name is Sufi. But I think it was a female. She have a picture of a bikini. I'm not sure if this is you. I'm looking at the names now. Sufi Media, is that you? Is that you, Sufi Media? Is that you, Sufi Media? Hello? 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 Call now. If you are Sufi Media, call. Let us continue. You see, when I start talking about the verse, he will interrupt me and he says, take the call, right? He's dead. Just ignore him. This verse is a proof that Muhammad and his God, he claimed that he have a God, is not exist. Why? Because nobody but from the people of the scriptures, they will believe in him before his death. What about the rest? Only the people of the scriptures? Hey, Sufi Media, how are you? Is that you?
Yes, Mr. CP, how are you?
I'm fine. How's Rabia doing?
Seeing you after 6 months. I haven't seen you a long time now. After the debate with Mr. Sam Shamoun, do you remember?
You debated Sam Shamoun?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was after midnight, basically.
Is that?
I was
Are
sleeping.
you the same guy? His name Namatullah Mumtaz?
It's not Niyamatullah. It's interfaith'1.wordpress.com.
Yeah, but Namatullah Mumtaz, he speaks like you. He's Pakistani. Are you Pakistani? Are you from Pakistan?
It doesn't matter where I am from. I'm from heavens.
Oh, I can tell. I see. that mean your penis is very long. Is that true? Is that true that your penis is very long? Because in heaven, your prophet, he said he will make your penis endless.
I'm very eager to debate you. I haven't been getting to talk to you before Sam Shamoun. After that debate, he promised me he will take the second debate, and you take me on after
Abdul, listen. You can call me every day. Are you happy? You can call me. You can call me every day. Let us start.
Talking in between.
What you don't like about my previous video?
So I have a question to you.
You are posting about my previous video. Let us finish this. What you don't like about my previous video? Tell me.
Previous is gone. We are doing something fresh now.
No. I'm answering your post. I started this video to get you busted and to spank you. So now we want to talk about what you posted.
You are busting with some people.
Yeah, so don't change the topic. You are the one who posed this to me, and you challenged me to reply.
Should I? Yes, I want to discuss with you. That's why.
All right. So now, what is the problem with the video I made about your prophet and about what we said in the previous video?
What did you say?
The post you made for me, you said I am foolish, I do not have a good logic, I am stupid, and this is about what? About this video. The video in front of me. Do you want me to play? Do you want me to play the video for you again? Did you forget what we spoke about?
You asked me a question. That's why I replied to you. You said
no, you are the one who's saying, that I have a stupid logic and you asking me to reply. Is that correct?
you're only interested in busting. You are not interested in talking with points and with logical arguments. You're
All right, let me ask you a question now. Did your prophet die and he was routing his stink? Did he stink or not?
Listen.
Did he stink or not? Did your prophet stink or not?
Informed Muslims speak to you.
Why you don't want to answer? I thought you want to come to debate me. It looked like you want to just talk to yourself. We have a topic, we want to finish it. You asking me to reply to you and you call me foolish. Look at this, guys, look at this. He said foolish Christian prince, foolish logic. Quran also says Jesus will die one day. Quran did not say anywhere Jesus will never die. I mean, this is how stupid you Muslims are. You say if Jesus is God, should not die, right?
Yes.
Okay, but then you say that one day will die. How Jesus is just a man and he will die one day?
Listen, I will talk to you only one condition. You speak 5 minutes, then you will give me.
No. It's a crossfire. You can talk. You can interrupt me. No problem. Because people want to enjoy the fight. It's a boxing match. Now answer me. How he will die one day, but yet he is just a man? How this happened? How this not happen to Muhammad? Why Muhammad is dead? Why Allah did not make Muhammad die one day?
CP, listen, CP, your kind of online argument is good for high school boys who are like hippies, and you are saying like a hippie.
The hippie is your prophet who color his hair red because he want to be a redhead. He put eyeliner in his eyes because he want to look like a girl, who pissed like a woman when he is sitting. So don't talk about the hippies. For your prophet is a hippie. He put his head in the front, inside the shirt of a man, and he kissed him in his side. This is a behavior of a gay, of a hippie, of a homo. Now answer me. Why Jesus is the one did not die until now? I want to know why. What is the reason?
Evangelist CP.
What is the reason? Answer. Don't quit. Don't jump. What people want to know?
That whoever believes, your Bible says, whoever believes in
Abdul,
Jesus will not.
Abdul, don't change the topic. Why Jesus is not dead until now? We want to know. He is just a man, as you said. He is just a prophet like everybody. The Quran says all messengers before Muhammad, they pass away. Is that true?
In the way of Allah, do not call them that. They
Abdul,
but people say, and you think that that's a false.
You are not answering. You are not answering. You are not answering. Hello. The Quran says all messengers, they die before Muhammad. Is that correct?
One Christian who lived.
Are you going to answer or not? Are you going to answer or not? Or you here to complain only that I did not give you enough candies? Is it true that the Quran says all messengers before Muhammad, they die? Yes or no?
CP, I'm not going to listen to you. Either you agree, I will talk 5 minutes, and then you talk.
Who cares if you agree or not? You are calling me to get me busted. Get me busted. I want to see how you can get me busted. I'm giving you freedom to speak as much as you want, to interrupt me as much as you like. Let us see who isn't here is going to laugh at who. Is it true the Quran says that there's no prophet before Muhammad, all of them they die? Yes or no?
CP, you don't, you're
yes or no? The Quran says وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ. What خلت mean? What خلت, boy, what خلت من قبله الرسل mean? What خلت من قبله, what has, I will spank you. I will make your ass red like the ass of a monkey in the zoo. What خلت من قبله الرسل mean? I want to know.
51 according to your Bible.
Listen, answer. You see, guys, you see, he changed the topic because he's a coward. He don't want to talk about it. He post in YouTube saying reply to this, and now we are replying, but he don't want to talk about it no more. Answer. Does it say in the Quran all messengers before Jesus, before Muhammad, sorry, all of them they are dead? Yes or no?
John 8:51 says.
Does it say yes or no?
Word he will never
answer me, and then you can quote from me from the Bible, no problem. Does it say that all messengers before Muhammad are dead? Yes or no?
One Christian, CP, we bring one Christian who didn't die. CP, John 8:51.
ZB, listen, ZB is going to make you the joke of everybody. Is it true that the Quran, the stupid Quran, says all messengers before Muhammad are dead? Yes or no?
Defend your faith. So defend your faith.
ZB, is it true that Muhammad, your prophet, the one who came to be prophet, he just made an error? He said all messengers before him they die. Is it true or he was wrong?
Is that you have proved Islam is wrong. So I am asking you.
No, I prove nothing. No, I want to spank you before I prove Islam wrong, because if I don't spank you, then we prove nothing yet. You have to answer to prove it wrong. We did not prove it yet. You have to say yes or no.
Hence that Islam is false, and they believe.
No, we did not do it yet. You see, you are escaping the fun. I want to spank you. I want to spank you and spank your prophet. You are jumping over it because you are scared. Is it true that your prophet said that all messengers before Muhammad they die? Yes or no?
Speak about your faith. That's why you are only busy with Islam, Muhammad, Quran. You don't want to say anything about Bible.
Abdul, you don't even know how to say Quran correctly. Say Quran correctly. I want to hear it. Say Quran.
And prove your faith.
Say the word correctly. Say the word correctly. I challenge you to say the name of your book correctly. Say it. I want to hear it.
Speak about 851. Come on, CP.
Say it. I want to hear you. You don't even know how to say the name of your book correctly. I mean, how donkey you are. You're Muslim, you want to teach us our book, but you do not know even to say the name of your book. What's wrong with those Pakistani? Abdul, Pakistani. I'm going to spank you many tani. Now answer. Did your Quran made a stupid mistake when he said all the messengers of Allah they die before Muhammad? Yes or no?
Whoever obeys my word will not taste death. John 8:51.
Oh, so what? Okay, no problem. You can quote for me. Listen, Abdul, let's make an agreement. You can quote for me in the answer as much as you want. Answer me, please. Answer me. Be a civil person. Be a civil person. When the Quran says all messengers before Muhammad they pass away, they die, was making a mistake or not? Yes or no?
About your faith. Your whole video is about Islam.
Yes or no? You see, you are a donkey. You are a kid. Let your mom call me. Let your mom call me. You just get lost. Guys, do you see? He don't want to answer. He asked me in YouTube to reply. He is saying my logic is stupid. It is your Quran, the stupid book. Call me back if you change your mind. Answer, Abdul. Because we will not skip to talk about different topic unless you answer first. And then you can quote for me as many as you wish from the Bible, no problem. Call me back. What kind of a stupid God he says such a thing? Yes, Abdul, how are you?
Yes, CP.
How is your dad doing? How's your dad doing? Is he doing fine? How is your dad doing? Let me ask you a question. How is your dad? Did you like? Is your dad going to die soon, or maybe one day after 1 million years?
Your call, CP. Why you are afraid? Why you are worrying?
You are a potato. You will not answer me. Is it true the Quran made a mistake when he said all messengers before Muhammad they die? Yes or no?
I ask you a question. You are supporting too much about. You are attacking Islam too much. But now
I'm not attacking Islam, my friend. I'm spanking you. Forget about Islam. Today I'm going to spank you. I'm not going to spank Muhammad. My spank is especially today for you. So answer me. Is it true in the Quran it says, listen, I'm not going to spank Muhammad. I promise you. Muhammad, he have enough spanking for the coming 2,000 years from now. I want to spank you. Answer me. Is that a stupid God, the one you follow? He says all messengers before Jesus, before Muhammad they die. So how you say to me that Jesus will die one day if the Quran says all messengers before Muhammad they pass away?
CP, don't be like a coward.
CB, Pakistani boy. Answer. I want to spank you. Are you spanked or not yet? So answer. Why you don't want to answer? Answer. I mean, it's very simple. It's very simple. Listen. Answer and then quote the verse for me from the Bible. You are more than welcome. Is it true the Quran saying that, or I'm making things up?
How do you prove from your Bible Jesus is God? How do you prove?
I'll prove it to you from the Quran. You don't believe in the Bible anyway, do you?
So you don't believe in the Islamic scripture. So why you are
no? Because you are a Muslim, Abdul. So I have to prove it to you from the Quran.
You are a high school level boy arguing. You are a silly.
You're a prophet do not know how to read, how to write. So if you are complaining about high school, go and ask your prophet how he can read his name. If we put the word donkey and the word Muhammad to Muhammad and say to him, Muhammad, which one is your name? He will not know. He might pick up the donkey. So listen, don't talk about school. Your prophet never been to a school. That's why he makes stupid mistakes like this. So answer. When your Allah, he said that all messengers before Muhammad they pass away. Was Allah a donkey or he was a high school student?
Don't believe in Islam.
Are you going to answer or not? Are you going to answer or not? Are you going to answer or not? Why you don't want to answer? What's the problem? What's the problem? Be honest. Be honest. Why you don't want to answer? Why you don't want to answer?
Don't you answer?
I mean, how many times I need to repeat the question so you can answer? Let us make it simple. Are you going to answer or not? Yes or no? Are you going to answer? I promise you, I will answer you your question. I'm the one who asked the question first. Then you give me the question, I will answer you. No problem. Now, answer. Is it true what the Quran is saying or no? Is it true?
Asking so much from Islam to the Muslims. So I am asking.
You are not a Muslim. You are a Sufi. You are not a Muslim. You are a Sufi. The one who created your sect is a hooker. She used to open her legs like a victory sign to everybody in the street. Her name is Rabi al-Adawiyya. Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Yes or no? It's a lie or no?
It's not matter to you.
You are a Sufi. Your creator of your sect is a hooker. Is that true?
CP, you need to wake up to yourself.
Listen, no, I don't want to wake up. I want to watch the creator of the Sufi sect, the woman who opened her legs to everybody. She have a flag. Is that true? She have a flag. Is that true? Is that true? That the creator of your sect, she used to have a flag in the top of her house.
Come on, CP.
Red flag. You don't want to answer, right? You're ashamed. You're stupid. Look, guys, look at this guy. He's saying he want to debate me, but he don't want to answer. He want to just ask me questions. Debate, Abdul, let me tell you. Let me tell you what debate is. Debate is I ask you and you ask me. This is debate. Abdul, son of Rabia. Listen. Debate is I ask you and you ask me. Do you agree? Do you agree? Listen. If you want to debate, you ask me and I ask you. Do you agree? That debate it's me and you asking each other. Do you agree?
Not a debater, you're a buster.
Do you agree or not?
You don't have no.
I don't have knowledge. Yeah, right. I love it. Do you agree that a debate means you can ask me and I can ask you? Yes or no?
Whether there is a rabbit in the moon, those kind of person you are.
Listen. You are a potato. You are a homo like your prophet, aren't you? You are a homo, aren't you? This is why you are afraid. If I ask you a question, you will be spanked. Now answer. Why you don't dare to ask me a question and I ask you a question? This is what the debate is. Do you agree? Listen, potato, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Do you agree that debate is you ask me and I ask you? Yes or no?
CP, your Bible, New Testament, you believe Paul's book.
Shut up. Paul is your prophet, you idiot. And actually, I'm going to talk about it. Guys, look what this idiot he said. Let me show you his post in YouTube. You see the coward, he will not answer. Because he know he's a donkey like he's a prophet and he's no match. Okay, he don't want to answer. Why you are calling again? Do you want to answer or not? Do you want to answer or not? Do you want to answer or not? Do you want to answer or not?
Are your puppets, your rabbits, they are here.
Shut up, son of Muta. Coward. I will make everybody laugh at you. Son of Muta, how are you? Muhammad waiting in the grave for you. You are already being screwed. Shame on Muhammad, shame on you. Son of Muta, shame on you. Shame on Muhammad, shame on you. You don't want to ask me any question. I will not ask you any question. This is something you call a debate because you are a donkey, all of you. Shame on you, Muhammad, shame on you. Follower his donkey, all of you. What kind of debate is debate? You don't want me to ask you a question. You want to ask me only questions. Right? This is a debate. What kind of debate is debate? Listen, potato, son of Muta. Debate is I ask you and you ask me. What's wrong with you? Do you want to debate me or not? Say yes or no. Do you want to debate me or not? Do you want to debate? Do you want to debate me or not? Do you come to daddy? Do you want to debate me or not? Are you willing to debate me? Are you willing to debate me? Potato. Zakir Naik, brother sister. My name is Zakir Naik. We Muslims, we debate Christian friends, and the condition is the following: that when we talk to Christian friends, he should not ask us question because of the prophet. You know, we as Muslims, we don't allow the question. We can ask you question only because we are Muslims. So we can debate with you, and the condition is very clear. We can ask you. You cannot ask a question. Are we clear now? I mean, how stupid donkey you are. All that I'm saying to you, you can ask me whatever you wish. And I want to ask you whatever I wish. So Abdul, do you agree or not, or I will block you, kid? Do you agree or not? Do you agree or not? Do you agree or not?
Do
you agree or not?
The God of Israel or the God of Paul, the messenger of Satan?
Okay, okay. We will go, guys. Is he talking about? Did he talk about Paul? Did he talk about Paul? Okay, how come the Quran? How come the Quran, you donkey, says Paul is a messenger of God?
Am I saying the Paul is a messenger of God? No.
The Quran says that. No, no, the Quran says that. No, not you. The donkey, the author of the Quran. He said that Paul is a messenger of God. Do you agree or not?
Let me refute you, CP. Let me refute you.
Refute me, yeah.
Bukhari, you can read those hadith, www.muslimsforjesus.org. In that way, you can.
Here we go. It's in the front of me, Abdul. It's in the front of me. Those you said, Abdul, potato. You said that there is no prophet between Jesus and Muhammad. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what true, GP.
Okay, read with me then. Read with me. Let us laugh at you. Let us laugh at your religion. This is your post. You are the one who said that Muhammad said, and this is the post on YouTube. I will show it to everybody. Read with me. This is Tafsir Ibn Abbas, and Ibn Kathir said the same. That there is a 3 messengers sent by Allah, and those are the messengers of Jesus. In Ibn Abbas, he said that they are Simon and Thomas, and the third is Peter. Do you agree?
According to Jesus, there is no other prophet.
Shut up, son of a mut'ah. Shut up, you idiot. You are just a kid, like your mother, Aisha. Get lost. You see, guys, those Muslim kids, they are seriously kids. Let us see here. Get lost. Guys, look what he posted here, this kid. You see, they make themselves in trouble. He posted for me this hadith saying that Muhammad, he said, that there is no messenger between him and Jesus. There is no messenger between him and Jesus. Who said that? Muhammad. The prophet PHBBUH is said, there is no prophet between me and him. That is Jesus. Look at the donkey prophet Muhammad. And this is why this guy, he keep jumping like a monkey. He didn't want to talk about what he posted. How there's no prophet between Muhammad and Jesus, yet the Quran says that there's a 3 messengers, and according to Ibn Kathir and many other scholars, and he himself, he mentioned Ibn Kathir, the one, or let us say the most strong one between those prophets is Peter. My screen is off? Oh, okay. Here we go. Do you see, guys, his post? This is his post. This is the post of this Sufi, who is a Sufi, his sect created by a hooker. A hooker who get old and now no more business. Nobody is interested on her private part. And this is what all the hookers in the Middle East they do. When they get so old, suddenly they go to Hajj and they kiss the black stone and she wear white clothes and suddenly she is the Virgin Mary. Forgive me, God, for saying that. When Muhammad, he said there's no prophet between me and him, and he meant Jesus, as you see. And this is the post of this idiot by his own choice. He just proved to us that he is a false prophet. For the Quran says it clearly, with no question, that Allah, speaking of 3 messengers, the Muslim scholars, they have a very opinion about the 3 messengers. All of them agree that those are the messengers of Jesus. In Ibn Kathir, he said that this is Paulos, which means Paul. Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, he quote for us 2 names plus 1, which mean he sent 2 names first, 2 messengers, Simon and Thomas. And the third one, the strong one, was Simon Peter. This is the cousin of Muhammad. But the donkey, he just posted for me from Sahih al-Bukhari a hadith saying that Muhammad said, between me and Jesus there's no messengers. So who are they, those? Who are they, those? Three, not only one. And this is a proof that Jesus must be God. How Simon the Canaanite, as they call him here, and Thomas and Simon Peter, three messengers of Jesus, became messengers of Allah. It doesn't make sense, does it? How they became messengers of Allah? They are those, everybody knows that those are the messengers of Jesus. That means Jesus must be God. For nobody can make you a messenger except God. So Muhammad here, he made a stupid mistake, and his followers, as usual, they are copy paste. So when this guy, he copied for me this hadith, which is saying between me and Jesus there's no messenger except me. And well, he forgot what he have in the Quran. This idiot Muhammad forgot what he said before. He forgot already that he said that the three messengers of Jesus, they are there. This is why you see this guy, he wanna call me, he just wanna ask questions, he don't wanna answer anything. Have you ever heard of a debate based on one person ask questions? I said to him many times, you can ask me and I ask you. This is what debate is about. No, no, no. No, don't. You see how hero he is? Cowards. Cowards. Let him talk. All the talk I let him. I did not let him talk. Get out. All the talk I let him talk. I did not let him talk. Talk about what? He is the one who posted the refutation, supposedly calling me names, and it challenging me to reply. And then when he called, I said to him, is it okay if you ask me and I ask you? No. And then a stupid donkey in the text, he says to me, let him talk. I did not let him talk yet. He didn't want to talk about it. This is what the Muslims they do, my friend, because they are coward. They will start quoting for you verse after verse. Before you finish the first answer, they will give you the second verse. He don't want you to talk about his religion or what I'm saying. You ask me and I ask you. You accuse me of being stupid about the video before, and you post for me the text as we see. And now I'm getting you busted. What kind of a prophet he says stupid things like this? There's no messenger between him and between Jesus. So who are they, those Peter and Simon Peter and Simon the Canaanite and Thomas, and who is Paul? No, even I don't want him to answer first. You see, I'm just asking him, are you willing to take to make a debate? You ask me and I ask you. He don't want to do that. You see the coward, they don't want to do that. They want to have a debate where they only ask you questions and they call it debate. He don't want to take questions. When you pose this and you say you want to call me, that's meaning you want to prove what you say there. But you don't want to do that no more because you notice that you are a donkey and you are no match. So why you are calling me? The first question I ask him, what do you mean that Jesus will die one day? One day? One day upon the time I will die, maybe a billion years from now, but I'm just a human being like everybody. But everybody die in 50, 60 years, but except me, I will live for millions and millions and millions of years, but one day I will die. I mean, do you see the logic of the Abdul? Jesus is just a man like everybody, but he have no father. His mother is a virgin. He is the word of God. Shaitan cannot touch him. He is the spirit of God proceeding from him, and he is called holy in the Quran, and he did not die because nobody can kill him. For who dare to kill him? Because Allah is protecting him. But Muhammad died by poison like a rat because Allah don't care to protect him, but he cared to protect Jesus. I mean, how fantastic this logic is. How Muhammad died? Guys, Muhammad died by poison like a rat. Okay, so why Allah did not protect Muhammad, but he want to protect Jesus? Don't we deserve to know why? Both are targeted by the Jews, right? Both. Okay, why Muhammad is not protected by Allah? Any Muslim have an answer? Why only Jesus is protected? I want to know what is unique about him. In the hadith it says, Muhammad said that I feel that the poison I ate in Khaybar is cutting my aorta. What? The aorta of the Prophet is being cut off? The greatest prophet ever, the one who is bigger than Buddha, is smaller than Krishna, the only prophet who have a special penis, the power of 40 men, the only prophet who he is allowed to have sex with as many as any woman she give her panty off to him, and he sniff it, and if he like it, he take it. And this prophet, amazing prophet, the greatest man in earth, he is dying like a rat. The prophet of his and his element of death, which he died, used to say, what used? If. How many time? This guy, he keeps saying, my aorta is getting off. My aorta. Muhammad, are you okay when I go to the bathroom? No, it's my aorta. My aorta is getting off. You know, Prophet, is it hurt? I'm telling you, my aorta. Prophet, why you are crying? By the way, what is your aorta? Why you are pointing your finger at your nose? Your aorta is there. So Jesus was saved by God, and the prophet was not saved by God. Jesus, nobody can kill him. Muhammad, anyone can kill him, even a woman. And what? Hold on. The story here is really crazy. Do you know why? Because the women, Muhammad, he asked this woman, why you did this? She said to him, I said to myself, if you are a prophet of God, Allah will save you. If you are a false prophet of God, Allah will not save you. And Muhammad, he said to her, he was sure. He was sure. He said, Allah will not allow you to do so. And I challenge any Muslim to say this is not true what Muhammad said. Allah will not allow you to do so. He will go, he is dying like a rat. So this is the test. It was a test. It was a challenge to Allah. If Muhammad is a prophet, Allah will save him. If not, he will die like a rat. This is exactly what happened. And the Muslim, they want to say to us, without knowing, that Jesus must be God. For Jesus, nobody touch him. Nobody can touch him. God himself, he cloned someone like Jesus, like we. Allah is coming. You know, we. Jesus, don't worry, Jesus, I'm coming. We. And Allah, what he do? He cloned someone look like Jesus. Why Allah did not clone someone like Muhammad and he ate the poisoned goat? Any Abdul? No, I don't want to talk to him no more. I don't have time for kids shouting like crazy. I'm not a kid, my friend. We gave him a chance to talk like a man. He's a kid. Okay, this guy, I think his mother, she gave birth to him in vacation. She was away from his dad doing mut'ah. That's why he have no courage to speak. So there is no messenger between me and Jesus, and we found that there's 3 messengers at least between him and Jesus. That alone is enough to prove that Muhammad is a scam. Do you see it? And this is your own interpretation, Muslim, not my book. This is not in the book of John. This is not in the book of etc. Christian Prince. This is your books. This is the cousin of your prophet himself. If we go to Ibn Kathir is make it even more horrible, because Ibn Kathir, he quote that the 3rd strong messenger of Allah is Bulus, which means Paul. Who is a brave Muslim would like to call me, but he is willing to ask question and to answer questions. Guys, is that fair? Is that fair? You ask and you will be asked. But to call only to ask and to jump like a monkey from a question to question, that is not a debate. This guy, he said, want to debate me, but he didn't want to allow me to ask him questions. He only want to ask me questions. That's not fair. Interfaith, I have proposal for you in front of everybody. If you agree in text, you say yes, I will let you call me immediately. Do you agree that I ask you a question and then you ask me a question? Say yes. Guys, watch. Do you agree that I ask you a question and then you ask me a question? Yes or no? Do you agree? Say yes. One question from you, one question from me. Say yes. What do you think, guys? Do he have an excuse? Or what I'm asking for, he can ask me and I can ask him. But they don't want to do that. They are cowards, they are potatoes, they are no match. I'm waiting. Why you don't say yes? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey, Christian, Prince Adrian.
Hey, Adrian, we are live on air, by the way, in case you do not know.
Yes,
All right.
just wanted to ask you a question, actually, when you're ready.
All right. Sure, I'm always ready.
Yes, you are. And I really appreciate the presentation that you gave to our group the other day. Still hearing good things there. Question I want to ask is, I listened to your last presentation. I think you gave it yesterday. But you said that Muhammad was stupid because he took so much joy out of life for his followers, yet he did anything he wanted. And I just wanted you to comment on, maybe that was by design, to make the followers' lives so miserable that the prospect of suicide it's not such a significant step for them, because their life is miserable anyway. Their wife hates them. They don't have a pet that loves them. They can't be creative with their own special abilities. They just have to try to be like Muhammad and everything. And I wonder if it just creates a life that is so frustrating that it's just easy to just go and blow yourself up. I wonder if you could just comment on your thoughts on that.
You see, the purpose Muhammad, he did that, first of all, it was because he's a hypocrite. This is the main reason. He is a hypocrite. So he created rules for people who they follow him supposedly, but he himself don't want to follow it. I don't think it was about like the suicide thing, but this guy is he is driven by desire, sexual desire mostly. So he always think about himself, and he don't care what the rest do. This is why he has make a special privilege for his own. So you cannot have more than 4 wives. I can have not only 4 wives, I can have a limited number of women, for I am a prophet. He have the 5th of every attack, the booty, and he have the best of the attack too. He made verses about them in the Quran. In the same time, if you go in the Quran, you will see the Quran says that those who they follow Muhammad, Allah, he bought from them their souls. Inna Allah ishtara min al-mu'minina anfusahum وأموالهم بأن لهم الجنة يقتلون في سبيل الله فيقتلون. Now here you will see the concept of suicide. This is in chapter 9 verse 111, because it says they die and they kill. Now how they die and they kill, this is the devil speaking. How you can be dead and yet you are killing people, you know, because it says يقاتلون في سبيل الله فيقتلون ويقتلون. So you are going to fight for the sake of Allah, and this death is you die to kill. You die to kill. However, the promise for the Muslims is in heaven, not on earth. The earth is for Muhammad and the heaven for Muhammad, but because Muhammad is sure that there's no heaven, so he wanted to have anything in earth. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was not enough for him to have a normal reward, because he knew there's no heaven for him. So he wanted to have as much as he want, and that is a clear sign of a hypocrisy. Actually, even the Quran, like Muhammad, he forced the Muslims that before you meet the Prophet, you have to pay him money. I mean, imagine, let us say you are a prophet, but before I meet you, I have to pay you money, and that money have to be paid to the Prophet before even you speak to him. Now the Muslim, they will say to you, oh, this is a money, he will give it to the poor. What do you mean? People, they pay zakat already, that is for the poor,
right?
You know, same time, if you go in chapter 9 verse 103, it says, take from their money alms, so you may purify them, cleanse them. So the money you pay to Muhammad will purify your sin. So Muhammad, they claim, the second you make a donation for him is the same time where your sin is forgiven, since when making a donation will make your sin forgiven,
right?
You know, and the verse in front of us, and this is the translation of the Muslims. Now, by the way, that guys, the one who do not know, brother Adrian is a great person. I met him in person just a few days ago. He is the one who invited me to the church meeting in different state, and I have the honor to sit with him, and we have a very good time together. And he is the one, actually, he was the reason for this event to happen. So I want to say thank you,
Christian Prince. It was my honor to sit with you.
Thank you, my friend.
You're doing an amazing work of education. I'm just thinking as you're talking, is so opposite to John 10:10, where Christ says, the thief comes not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. So Christ came so that his followers would have more and more life, not death.
Yeah. Well, everything from Muhammad is about him. This is why you will see that if you ask a Muslim, in the book of Ibn Arabi, he said the Prophet, he have 16 privilege. 16 privilege. More than 12 of them or 13 is about sex. You know? And any woman, one of the privilege, that if the Prophet, his eyes fall into a woman, her husband, he must divorce her so the Prophet, he can have her. Now, what kind of a privilege God want to give to a man like this? That if I like your wife, you have to divorce her for me, and that because I'm a prophet.
Why couldn't they see through that, Christian Prince? Why couldn't this follower
trust me, they see
something wrong?
No, they see, you see, but because it's a business. You see those Muslims who make website and they try to defend Islam and they grow a beard, they are making good money from this business. Most of them, they knew, you know, especially those who they claim that they have knowledge. They knew that Muhammad is a scam. This is why this guy, I don't know if you heard him, he called me, but he didn't want to answer anything. He is the one who made the accusation. He is the one who called me foolish. But when we challenge him about what he said, he didn't want to talk about it. Because Muslims, they are copy paste. There's one of two cases. Either is a copy paste, you do not know and don't understand what he's pasting, or he know, but he is making a business. Otherwise, there's no between.
Wow.
There's no between.
So it's all self-interest.
It is, yeah, it is, you know, because even, you know, why I want to believe in Muhammad, what is the point? the point is, if you believe in me, Allah will give you a lot of virgins. All right. So now I have a contract with God. He is the vagina vendor, and He provide me with any, like, a huge number of vaginas, and the purpose is to make me happy if I believe in Him. Now ask yourself here, do we really support slavery in heaven? Because those women are made for what? Those women, I do not know them, right? I never met them. Like, there's no relationship between me and
none at all. They have no idea. No relationship at all.
She don't know me. I don't know her. I don't know her name. I don't know where she is. What? So I go there. I found a lot of women in my bedroom, and they are naked and are ready for sex. You know. So this is a form of slavery and abuse. In the same time, Muhammad, he said that every Muslim will have 80,000 child. According to Muslims, they will serve only, but as I understand from the Quran, it says they will not bleed. Now, why in the world somebody want to bleed? Bleed from what? Now, why, to make one person happy, you want to abuse 80,000 children?
Wow.
Just to make one person happy? Okay, one person will believe in God, so what? Okay, take him to heaven, give him a, you know, why the Quran speak of Adam and Eve? Even though Eve is not mentioned by name, but to speak about the wife. Why Allah, He agreed, still in the story from the Torah, that there is a man and his wife in heaven, but yet when we go back to heaven, we don't go as wife and husband.
Good question.
You know, for everything in this religion is a collection of cults. You know, and by the way, people are asking why we did not show the video live. In the maybe next time.
Yes. Well, it was a good session, and I just would commend you to all your listeners to have you come out and talk and educate. It was amazing to me to witness firsthand people's starting position, because I had 3 years of research into this, so I understand a certain amount, and I've been listening to you for quite a while. But they did not have any background. And you were there to answer their questions, and each question would lead to more questions, and when one hand went down, 5 more went up.
Yeah.
And there was just constant, like, people have a hunger they need to understand, and to have a credible person who's well researched, who backs up what they say with specific references of the Islamic body of text. I think they just found it extremely enlightening. And you are happy to do this, so I can only say to your listeners, it was very worthwhile. People were talking about it the next day, how valuable it was, and really all you did was answer their questions. But each time you answered, it would lead to another question, which would then lead to another question.
Right, and we go to more topics. And you remember, it was supposedly 1 hour, right? And we finished.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 hour.
Guys, we started for 1 hour supposedly, and then we finished almost in the middle of the night. You know,
I actually had to leave you. It was going so late.
Yeah, it's so it was only 1 hour, but because people they want to go, everybody have more questions. But all of them, they are really tired. They came from everywhere,
and they were driving. Some of them drove. I heard the next day. Some drove 1,000 miles to get there.
Right. So they were tired, but yet they have a lot of questions. And as you know,
but I think
Adrian is a first-hand witness. Any question you ask, you will find the answer. We are not the same as the Muslims. We don't run away from questions. This is why this coward, he called me. He only want to ask questions, but he didn't want me to ask him a question. You see, I accept that in a seminar because people, they are there to learn from me. They are not debating me. But if you want to debate me, you have to accept that you ask me and I ask you. But this coward, the Muslim who was calling me, he don't want me to ask him a question. He only want to ask, because you remember your debate, Adrian, with the Muslim a few weeks ago? He was throwing question after question. Why? Because he don't want to give you a chance to ask him a question. They are afraid of us, because they have no answers. They are followers of religion, believe Allah knows best. You know.
But also, I think what it shows is when people can get straight answers, they want them. So I think you were very straightforward, and you could back up what you're saying with references, and I think that's what they really appreciated. That for the first time, they were getting straight answers.
The point of education is to give straight answers, not to play games. You see, those who play games, or those who want to say, I want to talk only about this topic today, right? Now, they are not. They have no knowledge to take questions out of the topic, because if you tell me I am going to talk about etc. after 2 months. I can go and search all the internet and print tons of papers and make summaries, and then I will look like a professor in my topic. But this is not really the case. A person who have knowledge, it doesn't matter what the question, he have an answer for it.
You see, I think that creates excitement. I think once the audience came to understand that they can ask you anything and you will give a sincere and direct and straightforward answer to anything they ask with references, I think it creates a spirit of excitement. Like, wow, this is an opportunity to learn. And so people, you know, that creates momentum in terms of the questions being asked.
You know, yeah, and you know, people, by the way, they don't have an experience like this before, maybe. Because usually it is just a presentation, somebody put a slide in the screen, and the slide is a pre-made, and you know, but this is different. I don't do that for a very simple reason. I'm there going to teach and to answer questions, and this is why always I like people to engage with me, asking me questions for the purpose of me being there. It's just not to give a lecture, it is to answer questions. You know, questions which nobody usually able to answer before, or you know, because of the way the system most of the time is, presentation is one way, one person talking. You know,
one way, yeah,
it's one way, and then the rest are receiving. For me, I like people to talk to me, and like now this Muslim, I would love to talk to him, but he don't want to answer anything. He just want to ask me questions, and the purpose of asking, I know, is not to get the answer. Before I finish answering his question, he will give me another verse, and he will jump like monkey from place to place.
So he doesn't really want the answer.
No, because those questions already they are answered 1 million times by Christians, you know. But they don't want to. They don't want to speak about the fear is, don't talk about my religion, for I know nothing about it. So,
and I think what's also interesting, CP, is you answer very straightforwardly. You don't mix words, but at the same time, it's very obvious you care about Muslims. You're not just doing this just to destroy reputations. You actually care about these people, and they're trapped in darkness, and you want to do everything you can to get them out of that darkness. But at the same time, you're not going to play around and mince words. You're just going to speak the truth.
They cannot play with me. I will not allow that. You see, this is why they fear talking to me, because they can play with other people. They can go around it, you know.
Right.
With me, I am very firm in my question, in my position. I will not let the Muslims play around. You see, a Muslim, the way I see him, is like you are getting inside a room and there is a rat, and this room have no corners. You know, and you have to chase this rat, and there's a lot of furniture. So he tried to go all over the place, and it's now how you can catch him. But you cannot do that with a Christian Prince. Even if the room have no corners, I will corner you.
And I think that demonstrates the power of knowledge, that those of us who don't have this knowledge, it's easy for us to get tied up in knots and for people to play tricks on us. But the more knowledge we have, the less furniture there is to hide behind.
This is why he is afraid from talking to me about the topic he chose. He chose the topic, not me. You see, this is his topic. He is the one who posed for me in YouTube, calling me foolish names and trying to correct me. And when we talk about what he said, he didn't want to talk about it because he knew I'm going to get him busted. Now,
see, with you, they can choose the topic, they can choose the
absolutely
hadith, they can choose the scholar, which tafsir do they like, whatever they like, you can go there.
Adrian,
I think that's
I just said to the guy, call me right now if you have the courage, but just agree that you can ask me and I can ask you one question from you, one question from you. He don't want to do it. You know, I'm not saying oh I am the only one want to ask questions. That's not fair. It's a debate. You ask me and I ask you. They don't want to do that, you know. And if they do that, you know, they want to do it like the 5 minutes, because 5 minutes you promise you will not talk in those 5 minutes, and then he take the mic, he say nothing about the topic. Like, you know, like there's a guy, his name is Shabir Ali. I don't know if you know him. This guy,
yes, I know him.
Yeah. This guy, he's a player. He don't answer. He never answer a question. But he cannot do that with me. I will not let it happen.
So with a guy like that, right, who has spent a lot of time researching Christianity, a lot of time he knows the different Islamic doctrines, and scriptures. From your perspective, he's running a business. It's just a way for him.
Shabir Ali, he knows nothing about Islam, and he knows nothing about Christianity. This guy is a scam, and I say it clearly. You see, ABN TV, they schedule a debate between me and him, and he agreed. He agreed to have a debate with me, and that was many years ago. Then he went and he searched in the internet, and he found that this is the guy is going to make me a shish kebab. So he called APN, saying to them, I am busy with my PhD. And since then he is busy with his PhD. You know, those people are a scam. They don't know nothing. This guy, he don't even know how to read the two words in the Quran, and he claimed to be a sheikh. You know, you know, he can be busted very easy. But this is why they want to debate an American guy who know nothing about Islam, or he knew few hadith from here, few verses from there, and we know exactly. We watched some of his videos before. We know exactly what he's going to quote for us, and there is no surprises. But speaking to me, it is a debate of surprises, because you don't know. You know, you remember when in the seminar when somebody asked me, I said we spoke about nothing yet after like 5 hours talking.
Yeah, because, I just scratched the surface.
Yeah, because you did not pick up the file yet. You see, I have like my head is full of files, so the question will make me pick up the file from there. All right, so we have maybe endless number of files, and if you don't ask me the question, that file will stay closed. So the Muslims, they knew that. They knew that there's people who have limited knowledge, and they challenge them only. And when this guy, like this guy, he called me, suppose he's excited to talk to me, he's just calling to call names, and he will not let me ask him a question, and he only want to ask a question. So what? If this is the case, he will go, you ask me the question in the text, I'm answering, you don't call me.
So what do you think happens with those Muslims who really have believed in this doctrine? It's all they've known. Then let's say they have interaction with you and they get exposure to another way of thinking, and they begin to see flaws in something that they believed all their life. What's the thought process there? Do you think they're afraid and they have too much to lose, and so they just stick with it? Like, you know,
depend. As I said, like some of them, they are naive. Some of them, they grow up in a society, they never heard better. You know, when I used to live in the Middle East, honest to God, you know, like it doesn't matter where you go, they are talking about Muhammad. Even you are taking a shower, you hear the speech in the mosque. You are doing your business in the bathroom, you hear them praising Muhammad. You open the TV praising Muhammad. You open the radio praising Muhammad. You open the school book praising Muhammad. So wherever you go, there's only one person to praise. This is why he called himself the praised one, to be the center of the whole universe.
And Allah is the praise too.
Yeah, and Allah the praise too. So he is the devil who wants everybody to be busy with him. Now you asked me before about why Muhammad is making restriction. There's additional reason I did not talk about. You see, if you remember, as an example, Muhammad, he said before you have sex with your wife, you have to make a prayer. Otherwise, Shaitan, he will ride himself around the private part of the man, and he will be the one doing the women. And then he said too that if you want to go to the bathroom, you have to enter with certain leg or foot, and then you have to make a prayer before you enter the bathroom. And then he said, if you want to leave the house, you have to make certain prayer, and if you want to sleep, you have to make certain prayer, and if you want to wash, you have to make certain prayer. So the point is to keep them busy with the stupid things, so they will not have time to use their brain.
So that's like memorizing all the different names of the 99 names of Allah.
Yeah, like, you know, stupid things. Keep busy with stupid things. Like you have a kid, you tell him, okay, you know what, I'm going to mix the rice with the beans, and now your job is to separate them. So he spent the day separating them, and when he finished, you flip it again, but by mistake, supposedly. You say, oh, sorry, I hit it, you know, do it again, you know. So the Muslim now, from 5 a.m. in the morning, he have nothing to do except doing crazy rituals and crazy like, imagine you want to go to the bathroom, you have to say a prayer of 3 minutes, and he told them, if you don't say the prayer in the bathroom, Shaitan will play with your anus and he will go inside. So this Muslim, his head became heavy with the duty. He have a lot of duty to do, and this duty is about how I can protect myself. This guy, he convinced me that anything happen to me around me is going to be a problem, and the only way to protect myself is to do this and this and that, you know. So he will be busy all day and he will not use his brain for a second.
Well, CP, I'm going to jump off here. I really appreciate everything that you're doing and the education that I've received from you, the books that you write. When are your you have another book coming out soon? When is that going to come out?
I am working in my book, but you see, I get tempted to start teaching life. When a Muslim he posts something, I cannot like I don't know what to do. My book is almost finished, but I get tempted to expose them, you know. Otherwise, my book will be ready from a long time. I hope soon, before the end of the year, the book will be ready. You know, in a few days, maybe. I hope so.
Well, keep up the great work, and I'll continue to listen online.
Thank you, my friend. God bless.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. So, guys, going back to our topic. No Muslim can explain to us why his prophet was killed and his God did not protect him. He was killed like a rat. Why the Quran says all messengers before Muhammad pass away, but the Quran make a mistake and says that Jesus did not die? Why the Quran claim that Jesus is not a divine, but yet Jesus is alive for thousands of years? Why Islam says stupid things and teach the opposite? Why Allah is willing to clone someone look like Jesus to save Jesus, but he is not willing to do the same to Muhammad, if Muhammad is the greatest man ever exist in history? Actually, all of us, we knew that Muhammad, when he said that in this hadith, that the prophet in the element of his death, when he died, he said that the orta, the poison he ate in Khaybar, which is the tribe of the Jews he killed, he slaughtered, it's cut in his orta. Muhammad himself, he prophesied about his death, but that prophecy was to get him busted. If you remember, Muhammad, he said that Allah said supposedly that if Muhammad he fabricated Quran, if you do, this is chapter 69 verse number 4 or 46, if Muhammad fabricated Quran, we are going to cut his artery. Do you see it? Muhammad, he prophesied about himself as a liar. Look what the Quran is saying. And if the messenger were to invent any saying in our name, who's talking? Supposedly Allah. He is the Lord, supposedly, making it clear that if the messenger he invented anything in the name of Allah, Allah will seize him by his right hand, and we should certainly cut off the artery of his heart. But this is exactly what the hadith said. Muhammad said to Aisha, the poison I ate in Khaybar is cutting my artery. What do you want more? Proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. Imagine I claim to be a prophet and my God says to me, if a Christian prince is a liar, him die by electricity, let us say, or by car accident. And then exactly this has happened. I mean, what is the chance for someone to be killed by cutting his artery? I mean, is that normal? I believe what happened here, it was our Lord who made Muhammad end in such a way to prove to us that Muhammad is a false prophet. It was not the Lord of Islam. Muhammad, he made a prophecy and he thought this will never happen, because come on, how this will happen? No way. It's just a statement, figure of speech, that if I'm lying, Allah, he said he will cut my artery, but Muhammad never thought he will die such a way. Our Lord, I believe, is the one who wanted to expose him, and he made him die, as he claimed that if he is inventing words claiming it is coming from God, then we should cut his artery. So Muhammad made a statement, and our Lord, he made him get busted. Now, who is a Muslim is willing to call me, and he is willing to accept a question, and he asked me a question? Anyone say yes? Who is a Muslim? Abdul Muhammadan is willing to call me, and he is willing to take a question from me and a question from him. Who dare? Is that fair, guys? Am I being fair? Question by a question. Who is the Muslim is willing to do it? Otherwise, this is not a debate. Guys, look at this. Look at this idiot. He said, "I'm speaking about the Israeli prophet, buddy. You forgot that the Israeli prophet, they are Muslims, Abdul. Suddenly, the Israeli prophet are the only one is interested in you. How stupid you are, guys. Let me show you. Let me show you this. Muslims, they have a short of intellect. They have no intellect. Look. Poor intellect. CP slaves. I am talking about Israeli prophet, buddy. I thought Moses is a Muslim. I thought Israel is a Muslim. I thought Abraham is a Muslim. Suddenly you are talking about the Israeli prophet, and it doesn't matter. You can talk about whatever you want. Why the one says that all messengers before Muhammad, they die before him? You don't want to admit that your prophet is an idiot. He made a stupid mistake. Because when you say all messengers before Muhammad, they pass away, that means Jesus must be crucified. As simple as that. You just said all of them. And if you read the Muslim translation, they say to you, and some of the prophet pass away. Some of the prophet? Where it says some? Where is the sum is coming from, Abdul? I mean, may your God Allah sum you all together and make you a falafel sandwich. What a bunch of liars. And I am here to get you busted. Now who's next? Who is the brave Muslim is willing to call me, and there's no conditions? Ask me any question you want, and I ask you any question I want. Who want to do it? Say yes and give me a call. Who is a Muslim is brave enough, not like Muhammad, when there is a fight he go and hide between the legs of Aisha? Who want to say yes? Hello? Have you ever heard of a debate? Muslim want to debate me, just want to ask questions? Cowards. You know, I wish Muslim scholars, they will allow me to do with them the way I ask Muslims to do with me. Who is a Muslim here is willing to organize a debate between me and any Muslim scholar of your choice, where he can ask me any question he wish, and I can ask him any question I wish? Who want to do that? Who is the Muslim want to do me a favor like that? There's a guy, his name Na'matullah Mumtaz. Na'matullah Mumtaz, He wanted to be famous. He wanted to be like Zakir Naik. This guy, he looked in the internet, he found some names, and they are like names will make him famous. So he said to himself, I will debate Sam Shamoun. He will debate David Wood, and he will debate the Christian Prince. Now, Abdul, you can survive with all those names, but you can't survive with me. Go right now and search on YouTube for my debate with him. This guy, he went mad. Anyone remember my debate with the Sheikh of the Shia in USA, the head of the Shia? Huh? Anyone remember? This guy started dancing in TV. He started shaking his head. He went crazy. And after the debate, the Muslims accused me that I paid him to make Islam look stupid. I paid the Sheikh to make Islam look stupid. Who is a Muslim here when I get paid by me to make Muhammad look stupid? I'm serious. This is what they accuse the Sheikh. In the best scenario, let me find you the video. Hold on. Let me see where it is. He is the head of the Islamic Shia in USA. And he thought, but by the way, this guy is very smart, I have to admit, but did not take me long before I made him shish kebab. Bad thing, the debate is in Arabic, so you guys, you cannot like had the best of it. Let us see. I'm trying to find the video. Anyway, if any of you knows the ABN channel, you can find it there, right? You can find the whole debate. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is the debate between me and this sheikh, the Muslim Sunni sheikh. Sorry, Shia. This is a Shia. All right. If we move to the end of the debate, you will see how the guy is jumping.
أليس هو الذي قال لهم في سورة المائدة الآية 21 يا قوم ادخلوا الأرض المقدسة التي كتب الله لكم أي أنها أرض كتبها الله لليهود ثم تسألني لماذا هي إسرائيل موجودة اسأل ربك الذي أشاع هذه الحرب وهو الذي أعطاهم هذه الأرض وهو الذي نشر الرعب بين الناس وهو الآن سبب الحرب بين الفلسطينيين وبين الإسرائيليين ولست أنا من قال يا قوم ادخلوا الأرض المقدسة التي كتب الله لكم هذا إلهكم.
You see, guys, my answer is like a gun machine, automatic gun machine. And the guy, he was, but you should see at the end, this guy, he have an interview, 4 interview with Fox News, trying to make him admit that he is supporting Hezbollah. They could not. I made him admit in this debate.
رقم 2.
الرقم 2 اريد القوانين الالهيه القوانين الدينيه بالنسبه.
Anyway, Muslims are Muslims. It doesn't matter how big you are. I'm willing to take you. You are big, you are small. All of you, at the end of the day, for me, you are small. You are so tiny. Just face it. Your prophet is so tiny. Your God is so tiny. Even his name is Akbar, but which means big, but in fact he's so small. You see, this Abdul, we don't forget to answer his question. He said, is Jesus created or he is a creator? You know, and he posed for us that it says that the Bible says that God created Adam in his image. You see, when always I listen to a Muslim, I laugh. Don't you know that this is what your prophet said too? That God created Adam in his image? You don't know, obviously. You don't know. He's a Muslim. Have you ever see a Muslim you know? You don't know. Let us get to the hadith. The Prophet of Allah said, Allah created Adam in his image. Do you see it? Muslims, do you see it? Can you explain to me why Muhammad is copying the Old Testament? This is the image of who? Muhammad, he forbid Muslims not to beat a Muslim brother in his face. Why? Because he have the image of Allah. If any of you fight with his brother, he should avoid his face. For Allah created Adam in his own image. Isn't it? This is exactly the verse in the book of Genesis, isn't it? And Muhammad the thief is copying the book of Genesis. And Muhammad, because he's a thief, he have his own fabrication always, so he adds some spices to the story. If we go back in the previous hadith, you will see he said that Allah created Adam in his image and he was 60 cubits tall. Abdul, do you think your prophet was watching the Game of the Throne? 30-meter tall. This was the size of Adam. This is why if you go right now and search for the grave of Adam, the Muslim, they have a grave for Adam and they have a grave for Noah. If you see how big the grave is, you will not believe it. Let me show you. Hold on. Oh man, I will show you and you will laugh. Let us see. Guys, please look, take a look at the grave of a prophet Adam or prophet of Islam. Here they don't say which one. Look how long the grave. Look. If. Because the prophets of Allah, they used to be very tall. You see, I'm like now, and by the way, I'm shorter than last year. Last year I was really taller, but since the climate change, I don't know what happened. I shrinked. Look at this, man. Look how big the grave. If. All of this is a grave of a guy. What happened? How tall he was? Huh? Muslim Abdul, how big this guy? How big? In the image here, he looked like 30-40 meter tall, long. I mean, do you think really he was that long or that tall? Don't you think? If look at this guy here, this guy is even longer. This guy, he looked like he's 60 meter. Look at this guy here. I mean, the grave is like endless. How long do you think my grave should be long? I mean, I'm very tall too. You see, in my when I went in my previous seminar, the airline, they have to reserve for me like 5 airplanes. So I lay in the chairs and my body was coming from airplane to the other airplane because there is no way they can carry me by myself alone. I mean, by one plane. There's no plane can fit me. I mean, I'm prophet of Allah, mashallah. Yeah, this is a dinosaur. This is a prophet dinosaur. And supposedly the Muslims, they say the Christians, they believe in fictions. If this is the size of a prophet Adam, what was the size of Eve? I mean, you can imagine our mother Eve, man. Yeah, those are Sufi, by the way. Like this guy, he was calling me, they are Sufi too. This is the madness of the Sufi people anyway. And yet they are praying, they read Al-Fatiha. This is the prophet. You see, this is the biggest business in the Middle East or in Pakistan or in those countries. You build a grave, you claim that here you found the grave of a prophet, and you make it so long because that will convince the Abdul that this must be a prophet, for it must look how big it is. Come on. And then people, they come, they give you donation because you are the guardian of the prophet, the grave. You have wealth for the coming future 1,000 years for you and your kids after you. Because you die, your kids inherit the business. Do we have any Abdul? Who is a Muslim Abdul he dare to call? That the grave is fake? For sure it's fake. Come on. I assure you that there's not even a bone of a rabbit inside. I just told you that those people, they do it as a business. The whole religion of Islam is a business. The Kaaba is a business. You see, Muhammad, when he killed all the Christians and all the Jews, it is when he changed the direction of the Kaaba, of the prayer, sorry. Before, he was praying to Jerusalem. What's wrong? Why Jerusalem is not important no more? When he killed all those who do business, especially the Jews, all of us until now, the Jews are business people. You see, the city of it's called today Al-Medina. This is the city of the Jews, and this city was flourishing because of the Jews, not only by trade, even by farming. The Jews are people who came from Israel, who they have a lot of experience with farming, and they are smart. They are smart people. There's no question about it. Until now, the Jewish are, you know, one of the highest IQ in the world. If you go and check right now how many Jewish scientists exist in the world, you will not believe it, even though their number is small and tiny. But for sure, not everyone is a Jew is a smart too. Don't take it as a, you know, but generally speaking, this is the case. When Muhammad, he killed his enemies, and the business became people, they are afraid about how they will live. Okay, now we have victory about, you know, we stole some money, That's it. This is the money we have, and what we will do next. This is why Muhammad, he made jihad as a habit. This is why Muhammad, he said that if any one of you have a farming tool in his house, Allah will put humiliation on the house which is holding those tools. So if the Muslims cannot do farming, what they will do? Jihad. Jihad was a business. It's not really for the sake of any God. We go, we attack the neighbors. We do not need to work. We go attack them. We are a bunch of Bedouin, savage. We take a shower once a year. We attack the neighbors. We get their women. They will rape them. We enslave them. And money, and slave are money at the end of the day. Because slaves, we sell them. Money is money. Jewelry is jewelry. Now, do we have any Muslim? Any Muhammadan here would like to call me? Open it challenge. One question by one question. Who there? Anyone? If you have a stomach flu, do what the Prophet advised the Muslims to do. Do you remember the story when Muhammad, he said to a man, let your brother, there's a guy, he came to Muhammad and he told him, my brother is sick. So Muhammad told him, okay, tell him to eat honey. The guy, he went, he came back after a few days and he said, the Prophet, my brother is getting more sick. Muhammad told him, didn't I say to you to tell him to eat more honey? He said, the Prophet, I did, and he did, but he's getting more sick. He said, go back and let him drink or eat more honey. The guy, he went, he came back after a few days and he said, Prophet, he is getting really sick. Muhammad now is upset. He said, didn't I say to you tell him to drink honey? The guy, he said, Prophet, I told him and he did, but he is getting more sick. Muhammad, he said to him, go back and let him drink more honey. The guy, he went back and he came back again after a few days, and obviously his brother is dying. And then when he said to Muhammad again that my brother is getting more sick, Muhammad, he got so upset and he said to him, your brother's stomach is lying and Allah told the truth. Have you ever heard of a doctor like Muhammad? Your brother's stomach is lying and Allah told the truth. Imagine you go to a doctor and he give you a medicine, then you come back, then you tell him, doctor, it's hurting me more. You say, it's okay, go take more. You come back after a few days more. It's okay, take more. Then after a few days, and the guy now is almost dead. And the doctor, he scream at you, he want to kill you. He says, you are a liar and your stomach is lying and Allah told the truth. Muslims, is the story I am saying, is it true or fabrication of my own? Do we have any Muslim have any objection? Any objection? We accept all kind of objection, even if it is about the election of Mr. Putin. Any Muslim have objection? I love objection. Who wanna object what I said? Muslims, trust me, I am weak. All what you need to do is just put me in the corner, give me a call, and get me busted. It was long time ago when I got busted. I got busted since when I was 6 years old kid. You know, my mom, she asked me who ate the cake. I said it's not me, but there was a lot of cake in my lips. I miss it. Any Abdul? It's not me, mom. Who ate the cake? It's not me. So why you have too much cake in your lips? Wait, here. Who is a Muslim wanna call me? Don't use bad language in my chat, otherwise I have to block you. Be careful. Anyone will use a bad language. Here we don't use the F word. If you want to speak smart, don't use the F word. The F word does not make you smart or convincing. Trust me. Avoid this word. That is not, you know, I mean, I don't want to change the topic, but why people use this language? I mean, does it make you really look smart? Do you think so? It doesn't make you look smart. Anyone can say that word, but it's not, you know, why you want to say such a word? Do we have any Abdul? That is a clone? Okay, then we will block him when he say that again. Yeah, I know, Muslims, nothing new. Nothing new. Ah, cloning. We forgot this is the religion of the cloning. You see, they wanted to kill Jesus, but Allah clones Jesus. You know, they go to capture Jesus. They did not find one Jesus. They found like 100 Jesus. Which one is Jesus? Are you Jesus? No, not me. I look like him. What about you? I look like him too. Okay, what about you? Well, all of us, we are a clone. We are in the city of a clone. I mean, it's not only Muslims today. They clone every software they said for free for $1. Allah himself is a clone master. Any Abdul? By the way, if you are first time here, don't forget to subscribe, because at the end of the month, which is the end of the year, Allah promised me He will give us a lot of versions. Now, however, you know, I have to say some words is like disclaimer. Those versions of Allah, they are not really versions. We have to be honest here. They are refurbished. They are refurbished versions. Because as you know, those hur, each time Allah and his prophet and the Muslims, they have sex with them, Allah, he places his finger there and he make them virgin again, and that make them refurbished. I hope you understand. So we call them virgins, but in fact they are not. Muslims, do you really believe that Allah will supply refurbished virgins? Yeah, I will block him. I will block him. Yeah, he's banned already. Forget about him. We need a holy picture. Christine, you are a girl. I mean, this is a request should come from guys. Anyway, the holy picture. Let me show you the holy pictures. Are you sure you want to see the holy pictures? I mean, you will be amazed. Actually, first time me myself I saw the holy pictures, I was almost converted to Islam. I mean, like, this is wow. I mean, it's astonishing. Let me show you the holy pictures. You are forcing me to do to show. I mean, really crazy stuff. I don't know what to say now. You should not do that. All right. Okay, are you ready to see the holy pictures in the heaven? Are you ready? Look at this. Remember, Allah, he said, or Muhammad, sorry, he said, Aka Allah, that in the heaven you can see through their bones. Ew. I mean, look at this position this female she is doing. This is your virgin in heaven. Look how beautiful, unbelievable. Guys, I have to change the picture, sorry, because it's making me so, I'm losing control. Look at this one, look at this one. I mean, this is really so hot. Our women, we will see through their bones. so beautiful, so unique. You see, guys, honestly, the reason I'm not married yet, I'm worried if I get married, my wife, she will go to the refrigerator and eat my food. And then how I will know who is the one who ate the food? It might be the genie. But if I can get a woman like this, one look, I can see what is inside her belly. I mean, look how beautiful this is. What kind of God he promised us that we have women who we can see through their bones? Is that a jellyfish? Hello? Hello? Any Abdul? You see, the Muslims are upset. I understand. The more the Muslims are upset, the more it's mean we are doing the right thing. If the Muslims are not upset, that's mean we are not doing the right thing. Look at this picture. I have to change the topic, guys. Otherwise, you might do some sin now. This is too much. I mean, this is, and maybe some of you are not even like in the age to see such a thing. This is too much. Any Abdul? Do you see the high heels of this Huri? I mean, this God, Allah, must be a real God. If Allah is not God, he will not do this. And you're still asking me to give you a proof that Allah is God? Do you want more than this? What do you want more? Unbelievable. Any Abdul have an answer why Allah want to give us versions that look like this? I mean, this is scary. Who in the world is going to have sex with this woman? This is a woman? Are you sure this is a woman? Yeah, this is a refurbished woman. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do we have any Abdul have an objection? No objection. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like what we do, and if you don't like what we do, still I advise you to subscribe, for Allah is going to give refurbished versions at the end of the month if you subscribe to our channel. So I advise you to do it immediately. Now, if you are a person who subscribed already, I advise you to unsubscribe. The reason for that, because if you unsubscribe and subscribe again, Allah might double your name, because always he make mistakes. He might register your name twice in the lotto. You know what I mean? Like now already he got the names. All right. So unsubscribe and subscribe again. So your name will appear twice in the lotto, and that will extend your choice or chance to win. I hope my Quran, the one I just told you, is convincing. Any Abdul? Let me change this picture. I see like people, they are going nut. I mean, you know, many men, they will divorce their wives now after they see this. How many of you now, guys, be honest, how many of you are thinking now to divorce his wife after you saw this? Be honest, be honest. Me myself, I'm going to divorce my future wife, because I don't have one, but I will divorce her because of this. I mean, if I get married and I see this one and compare between my wife and this one, I mean, like, there is no way. We cannot, you know, we cannot match even. Like, look at this hair, man. By the way, Abdul, why she is not wearing hijab? Oh, I forgot. It's in heaven. She is naked. Yeah. Any brave Muslim? All right, it's time for me to go. I want to say, guys, thank you for being here. I hope you did learn something good and you enjoy our conversation. And if there is any Muslim ever he dare to debate me, please let him do so. We are short of debaters. Sadly, the Muslims debate only virgins, hur, and those virgins are in heaven. They are not here. This is the only debate they are willing to do. I wish that there's one Muslim here there to take a question and to give an answer, but they don't do that. They are cowards. Thank you very much for being with us. May the Lord bless you all, and until I see you soon again, may the Lord keep you safe in good health and wealth, you and your family. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. Amen to that, and see you soon again. Thank you.